The release date is still in doubt, and the latest Hogwarts Legacy news is pointing at a potential delay. People are worried. There are rumors swirling about a delay. It's currently slated for December of 2022. We're going to take a look at the rumors. We're also going to take a look at some of the leaks that have come out about different things because of the collector's edition and ways that you may be able to play the game early. And if you want that information, I put all of the goods right here at the beginning of the video so you don't have to go searching for it. This was a live stream. If you're catching this after I'm live, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss out. I'm going to end the previous stream. We talked about Jedi Survivor, the game, and its leaks and things coming out. So that is another VOD if you want to check that out if you're interested in that brand new Star Wars game. But this topic is interesting to me because I had been continuing to say I had a weird gut feeling that Hogwarts was going to get a delay, and the rumors might be pointing at that. This is a Reforge update. Hogwarts Legacy leak and delay rumors are swirling as we get closer and closer to the presumed release window or month of December. Is this game actually going to launch? Let's take a look at some of the leaks and some of the rumors surrounding a delay. If you like these quick updates, hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss my uploads, and check out Reforge Gaming where I stream live. So GameRant.com had the following to say: a fresh Hogwarts Legacy leak potentially reveals the game's collector's edition contents and a way for fans to get early access. So if you're very interested in this game, you're going to want to be interested in how exactly you'll be able to play it early, and we have that from this leak. Reddit user Battle-BR claims to have leaked the contents for both the Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition and the Deluxe Edition, and the info matches an earlier leak, but this time there's images to back up the claims. According to the leaked info, the Deluxe Edition of the game will include the base game, a Thestral mount, a Dark Arts cosmetic pack, a Dark Arts battle arena, and a Dark Arts garrison hat. Also, 72 hours of early access to the game and a Kelpie robe. So apparently, if you get the Collector's Edition or the Deluxe Edition, it'll come with 72 hours of early access. It's looking like the base level version of the game will not come with that. Now, we'll have to wait and see for clarity on that. That could purely be a pre-order perk, but people might not be too happy about the fact that you have to upgrade to Deluxe or Collector's Edition just to get the early access. Now, when can you pre-order? There are going to be people that are going to want to pre-order Hogwarts Legacy so they can jump in on this, hoping to get the Collector's and Deluxe Editions. Harry Potter fans are pretty rabid and pretty ravenous. According to this, it's unclear exactly when the various versions of Hogwarts Legacy will go on sale, but it will likely happen when the game's release date is announced, which is one of the confusing parts. If this game is coming out in December, we're almost out of July. Once we get into August, you don't even have half a year of marketing left. I mean, if you're going to reveal a release date, the time is now. They just recently finally said, hey, God of War Ragnarok's coming out on November the 9th. A month later is Hogwarts. Here's the thing. There are some things pointing to Sony exclusivity with Hogwarts, and they've allowed Sony to handle the marketing. And if Sony is going for smaller release date window announcements, as they did with Ragnarok, it could stand to reason that that's why we haven't yet heard about Hogwarts release date. According to GameRant, Hogwarts Legacy has a question mark looming over its official release date, and recent leaks may imply that there's more news to come. The most intriguing or worrying detail about Hogwarts Legacy, which has yet to be touched on further, is its proposed release window. Its earlier release window was 2021, and it got delayed to 2022 with only a window of the holiday season. This suggests that WB Games Avalanche plans for the game to be released in either November, December, or January, which does narrow it down more than any other obscure seasonal window. Now, landing in 2022 is looking tight. Hogwarts Legacy does plan to release in December. If they do, they will only have 5 months between now and then to get the release date and the marketing up and running. Now, I will say, shorter windows for marketing are becoming more common. We just covered Star Wars Jedi Survivor, perhaps landing in March, which would be a very short window between when it was announced and revealed and when it finally comes out. However, December is a bit of a slope into 2022. A lot of games that have been landing in that latter part of the year keep getting bumped to next year, and November is already very thick. So December could be perfect for Hogwarts Legacy in the holiday season, but The silence is a little worrying. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss my uploads, and I'll see you in the next video. And let's chop this up. When do you think this game is coming, guys? Do you think the rumors, the worry, do you think the marketing window is getting shorter? Is that becoming more normative? Is that becoming more common? Where do you land on this? Let's do a poll and see what you guys think. I'm gonna ask you guys this because I actually would love to get a discussion and debate surrounding this game in particular, because I actually think they've been quiet because it's getting delayed. Hogwarts Legacy release date. When is it happening? We got December 2022. I'll do Jan 2023, and I'll do later in 2023. Just sometime later in 2023. You just think it's really going to get pushed. So is it landing in December, January, or later? I've got you 3 options there. Guys, remember, you're in a new stream. It's our second stream of the day, so switch to live chat and smash that like button. Those first 100 likes on a video are super, super helpful. There's almost 300 of you here, so we should be able to get that number of likes fairly easily. Smashville says March. Let's see what everybody else says. I don't know the author had anything to do with the developments. Oh, are people taking issue with that? I don't really feel like debating that because it's kind of stupid, but isn't this the game people were trying to cancel? There are people that are basically saying YouTubers and streamers should not be covering or playing this because they're, you know, trying to like turn it into a virtue signal moment. I think their argumentation's thin and stupid, just like their intellectual capacity. Let's take a look here at an order came through of Reforge Roast. Hey, Dead718. The new order form looks beautiful, creature. Thank you. Dead178 grabbing, I'm sorry, Dead718 grabbing 2 bags of dark and a bag of light. There it is. Perfectly ordered, perfectly done. Thank you so much for that. If you guys want to support the channel for free, smash the like button, hit subscribe, maybe consider becoming a member. That costs money, or buying some coffee. Okay, so we got some predictions now rolling in here. A couple people are saying March. Veter is saying February. They're not going to try to compete with God of War, says Smashville. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I can't wait for the game, but if it needs to be delayed, I say do it if I want a great game, and I'm willing to wait as long as it needs. Lawrence is saying mid-2023 for the Hogwarts Legacy release date. Did it work, and is that easier? Yes, it looks, the order form email looks really, really good, creature. The End is Near is saying fall of 2023. You think they're going to kick it that far down the road? I don't know about that. That seems too far in my mind. Aren't most Harry Potter releases in December? Seem to recall going to see the early movies around Christmas. They do like the Christmas time, yes. I was on a meeting. Why do we think it's going to be a delay? Couple of reasons. They've been pretty quiet. They haven't shown much. What they have shown seems pretty expansive. I actually think Hogwarts Legacy gameplay is going to surprise people. I think it's going to be like a surprisingly deep and really good RPG, which is another reason why I think it's going to get delayed. They've been really, really quiet. They've got this very, very small window now between now and December, and because of that, I just see it getting kicked to next year. It just, a lot of games are doing that. They are. Cobain says 2024. Early 2023 is kind of stacked. It is, Omar. So they're kind of between a rock and a hard place because you've got Ragnarok and at least 2 other games coming out in November, okay? Now, the strategic partners at Forspoken decided to kick that game out of this year because I don't think they wanted to compete with Ragnarok. So you got Ragnarok in November. December could be very good, and then as soon as we get into 2023, it starts to fill up again. So they may just be like, we got to hit holiday or nothing. Like, we got to hit holiday of 2022 or we can't. There's no way they'll want to go up against God of War. Earliest midsummer, but they love Christmas. I'm thinking holiday or December, says Chris. Hope it still lands in December. Harry Potter is bigger than God of War. They're not delaying a multi-plat for God of War. I happen to think that Eugene is right. I don't think they'd want to land the same month or week as God of War, but I definitely don't think they're scared of God of War the way Forspoken was, right? Forspoken is more like Sony saying, we want a big release every few months. Yeah, I agree with that. And remember, the collector's editions have leaked. Oh, that's a good point. If the collector's editions have leaked, that means that the marketing's about to heat up. Which means, yeah, that we might be hearing about the release date anytime. I agree. I don't think they're that scared of God of War. I don't think so. Harry Potter is globally extremely popular. Massive franchise. It will compete and be just fine with the big boys. I don't think they would avoid the launch week of God of War because they're scared. I just think it would make sense, right? It would be strategic. You know what I mean? Like, why would we want to launch the same week as another big title? You know what I mean? But December would be great for them. I think mid-December, a week or two before Christmas, would be huge for them. My wife already told me I'm getting the collector's edition of Hogwarts. There you go. Legacy is a great holiday game for younger teens and kids, too. I don't think the audience overlaps too much with God of War Ragnarok. Hogwarts Collectors and Deluxe Edition seem to have leaked. Eugene, there might have been stream buffering delay or whatever. I covered that in the open. That's where the early access leak came from. According to that leak, you'll be able, if you get the deluxe or the collectors, you can play 72 hours early. Now, I don't know if that's purely a pre-order perk or is it only a perk for collectors and deluxe editions. So that is included in the open. Sometimes when people redirect, they don't hear my 4 to 5 minute open because in transition it just gets lost. Give it time to breathe on its own. Warner Brothers should delay Gotham Knights instead of Harry Potter. Game looks rough. We almost did a Gotham Knights gameplay reaction on Friday. Oh, Gollum got delayed. $10. That's what that image is, right? That's what that image is. First of all, thanks for all your support over the last year's we dedicated the game. To that being said, in order to deliver the best possible experience, we've decided to push the release of Lord of the Rings Gollum by a few months. We'll update you the exact timing in the near future. They're not even giving a date. They're just like, yeah, we're delaying it. The classic image apology. They all use the same image, the square image. They all do the same thing. It's so funny now. Literally no one, but y'all know I'm effing playing it, says Sven. I am reading Lord of the Rings for the first time, and there's interesting things about Gollum that it's just not in the movies. I wonder if they'll include any of that in the game. I think they will go a different time than God of War. It doesn't mean they're scared of God of War. It just means get the most profit. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's just basic strategy. Like, who wants to be on the same week as another giant release? That's just good strategy. Yeah, for sure. Gotham Knights will be fine. Gotham Knights looks like a freaking mobile game. I missed the latest Gotham Knights stuff. Is it any better? No. It's a character trailer for Batgirl, and it doesn't look very good compared to what she looked like in that first reveal. New trailers look good. New trailers for what? Gotham Knights? They're just character trailers, though. They don't really show you much. Not a fan of Harry Potter, so I don't have much input today. I'll hit the like and I'll lurk. Thank you, Bowl of Ketchup. Shenanigan says, do you think dev companies discuss release dates with each other behind the scenes? I don't think they discuss release dates behind the scenes, no. If you're just tuning in, we are discussing the latest Hogwarts Legacy news. It's looking like a delay is likely. They've been very quiet. There's a lot stacked in the end of the year. There's a lot stacked in the earlier part of the year. So we're asking what people think. I actually think, given that the collector's editions have already leaked, they're getting ready to ramp up the marketing. I also think you could make an argument that they're letting Sony handle the marketing. And Sony just finally, with Santa Monica, revealed the release date of Ragnarok. And Ragnarok is landing in November. So I wouldn't be surprised if we finally, like first week of August or late in July, which we're running out of time, right? It's the 25th. We might start seeing the reveal and the release date and all that announced for Hogwarts Legacy. Because right now there is no Hogwarts Legacy release date. There was a trailer and a reveal. There's a lot of Hogwarts Legacy gameplay that you can see, but there is no release date. They just said December. They said holiday, which I think would be so good for them. Studios under the same publisher may have high-level talks regarding release dates as proposed by the publisher, and Sony's been really hands-on with the marketing. I would think the competition of God of War will help Hogwarts get more attention for those that hope for a new end-of-the-year game that might have been Starfield. Yeah, anybody not on PlayStation, for sure. For sure. And PC. Is Hogwarts hitting PC? How long ago was the state of play for Hogwarts? If it's getting a delay, it's probably a short one. That's a good point as well. They had their own state of play, and that would mean that Sony would be confident in the release window, or they wouldn't have done. I don't think they would have done that state of play. Can we get one more like on the video? Really, really strong start to this Hogwarts Legacy news live stream. Make sure you are up to date with your membership. Make sure you're in our Discord. This Friday night's community game night for members only. $5 a month gets you into all of our members only content. Some of that includes just, hanging out and doing streams with my wife. Was Hogwarts delayed? No, there are rumors circling that it's going to be delayed out of this year. I've been consistently saying I think it's getting delayed, just based on my gut. My gut instinct is this thing's getting bumped. Just because I think it's going to be a surprisingly deep and robust RPG, which means it's a big game, a lot of scope, a lot of depth, and my gut is it gets delayed. There's a good argument that it doesn't get delayed, right? I actually think there's a good argument on both sides of the issue. Hogwarts Legacy release date in December would be huge for them, okay? They just did a state of play with Sony. The collector's editions just got leaked, which points to marketing getting ready to ramp up. They're ready to go. There's a good argument for both sides, I think. It's coming to all platforms, including Switch. Oh, yeah, it's going to sell like crazy. A December release date for a Harry Potter video game would be massive for them. It would be massive. They will sell very, very well if there are literally all the way multi-platform. If they're checking every box. Obviously, I would be worried a little bit about performance on the Switch because it does look like a pretty involved game. All the gameplay I've seen looked really good and smooth. I think they'll feel forced to bring out December Harry Potter as the Christmas deal, right? For some reason, I thought this game was going to be an MMO multiplayer type game. I was sad to see it's only single player. Do we have any images for the leaks? Yeah, let me see, because Eugene put an article in the Discord. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get you guys some images. I'm not seeing any images. The one article didn't put any images, so I'm a little nervous to show them. I'm a little nervous to show them. I don't really feel like getting a strike from a company. We're having a good stream. I love single player games. I never play multiplayer games, says Targaryen. They always getting says, if it was a multiplayer game, it would suck with it being too much of a live service. What's the last day for the Game Awards? Keighley has not officially announced that yet. Gollum just got delayed? Yes, it did. Harry Potter has a fall-winter vibe with the scarves and the coats and the setting seen throughout. Makes the most sense to release then. It just feels right. Even the music feels kind of Christmassy, doesn't it? Maybe I'm projecting, but I feel like even the music and the soundtracks feel kind of Christmassy, right? Like Harry Potter just has I don't know why, it just has a Christmassy vibe, like the coats and the scarves. One of them, Christmas is literally happening during the movie. It's real sad and somber, but Hogwarts is also releasing on Nintendo Switch. I don't think it's going to be a huge ambitious game. Otherwise, it would have trouble running on Switch. Plenty of really big ambitious games have hit Switch, though. Just turn it all down. Sales don't make a good game. WB is notorious for filling games with microtransactions. What do we have here? Based on the Harry Potter novels, 40 million? Wait, are there Harry Potter games right now that have generated that much? That doesn't even count the Lego games. So they've generated 40 million. What is that? Is that quantity of sales? No microtransactions in Hogwarts. Have they said if Hogwarts Legacy will have any microtransactions? Have they said? I could see them selling the costumes and stuff, the outfits. Let Miyazaki make a Game of Thrones RPG. It'd be huge. I mean, they kind of have that in Elden Ring, right? Let's say Harry Potter comes December of 2022, Thursday, or December 23rd, Friday. It's late enough to be out of the 2022 Game Awards, but early enough for holiday. They said no. It won't have any, says Wheezy. They said none. So it sounds to me like Smashville, they've already said no, there won't be. They confirmed no microtransactions. They clarified both. HogwartsLegacy.com frequently asked questions. Are there in-game purchases or microtransactions in Hogwarts Legacy? Answer. Hogwarts Legacy does not have in-game purchases or microtransactions. There you go. From the official Hogwarts Legacy website. They said the same for the Lord of the Rings games. Can you point me to a particular Lord of the Rings game where they specifically stated no micros and then they ended up having them anyway? Which game are you talking about? 2023 leaks of canceled NFT microtransactions for Hogwarts Legacy. Do I have to make a new username for the updated coffee website? You might have to, Robert. You might have to. Creature had to do something with PayPal that scrubbed either accounts or records or something. I don't know. If he's around, he can give you a concise explanation for what happened. There it is. He said yes. Yeah, you got to make a new account. On their official site, they said no microtransactions. Also, I think single player is a good thing, as they may put microtransactions if it was a multiplayer game. I think there's a popular Harry Potter mobile game. I'm ready for Hogwarts. Yeah, take the poll at the top of the chat and do me a favor and smash like, because there's 225 poll votes and we only have 138 likes. So smash that thumbs up button after you take our poll. Hogwarts Legacy release date, when is it happening? Most of you are saying December, 46%. Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. The 54% are saying January or later. So it's a split down the middle. About half of you are saying December, and the other half of you are saying it's either going to be January or later. There is a mobile game for Harry Potter. Well, that's how it's generated so much money. I can look at sales for these franchises and say pretty confidently, Harry Potter as a media franchise is bigger than God of War, but a PlayStation exclusive Harry Potter game wouldn't hold Kratos' jock. Yeah, I don't think so. The multi-platform is gonna really help Hogwarts Legacy. Callisto Protocol is coming December. According to who? Callisto Protocol release date December 2nd. Is that official and I just forgot, or is that brand new release? Is that brand new info? December the 2nd. Doubt. Mega doubt on. I don't know. Well, you know what? No. The only reason I don't doubt that is they just basically announced the release date. Yeah. If that would have been announced earlier, I would really doubt that release date. But that's a very small. That's another example of the small marketing windows that I'm talking about. Like, look how small these marketing windows are. If the Star Wars leaks are to be believed, they just announced Jedi Survivor and it's coming in March, if that leak is true. Callisto Protocol, we finally get a look at it, and they're like, oh yeah, it's coming out December. Hogwarts got delayed, but when we finally get a look at it, they're like, oh yeah, it's coming out December. They revealed the game and announced the release at the same time. It's crazy. It was one of the Middle-earth games. I can't remember which one. Okay. Well, until you can substantiate it, Smashville, I don't want to act like there's a pattern of them saying no micros and then they put in micros. You're going to have to substantiate it. Like, the Call of Duty did that with one of their games with loot boxes. I can't remember a game where they were like, no micros, and then like, yeah, just kidding, we're gonna do it. I'm not saying that means it didn't happen. I don't remember one. I'm hyped for Callisto 2. Yeah, that one guy's channel that just re-uploads content and says it's new 4K gameplay or whatever the frick. Channels like that should not be allowed. But in any case, he got me. I saw it and I didn't click on it, but I let it play for a little bit because I was like, man, this game looks good. This game just looks so pretty. Really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun one. Callisto Protocol pre-order is live. Shadow of War. They had micros, and it got completely removed from the game after complaints. Shadow of War. Okay, did they make assurances beforehand that there would be none? Is his, or does Smashville have it backwards? That they were so bad they removed them? Because he made it sound like there was a game where they were like, nah, we're not going to do micros. And then the game came out and they were like, ha, just kidding. They never said that there wouldn't be micros. There were micros and they were removed later. Okay. I just watched the Lord of the Rings movies recently and have an itch for more. Which of the Mordor games is better? Well, I'll let other people weigh in. I liked the first one, but the Nemesis system got annoying. And then the second game, open world exploration, was really irritating because guys that were way out of your league would see you and come running and kill you. I didn't like it. I thought the second game was designed very poorly and it was annoying. I didn't play it for very long at all. So maybe it got better. I played the first one quite a bit and enjoyed it. The Nemesis system got annoying, in my opinion. 76 said no gameplay impacting micros and went back on that. It's the only one I can think of. Okay. Shadow of War's microtransactions are being removed. Okay. So I think you inverted the story, Smashville. It was backwards. They removed them. Yeah, you'll take the blow. Yeah. But that's just something that we're always going to do here. I'm always going to check it and be like, wait. Before we say that, let's prove it. Okay, well, you just had it a little bit backwards, which should give us some confidence that they're probably not going to do it. If they say they're not going to do it, they're definitely not going to do it because they removed them from Shadow of War. MJ says the first one was better. I got annoyed with the second one. You won't want to play Wonder Woman game. I know that they've taken inspiration from the Nemesis system, Wheezy. I'm open to better iterations. I don't think its implementation in the first Shadow of Mordor game was particularly polished. I don't think it was fully polished. I think they could do a better job. So I'm going to give Wonder Woman a shot. Because come on, man. It's Diana. What are we doing? It's also crappy they patented their Nemesis system. Not taking inspiration, they straight up said it uses an upgraded Nemesis system. Okay, well, upgraded. I'm going to cross my fingers that it's not as annoying. There's no way I'm the only person that felt that way. What didn't you like about it? It created flat tires. It just created flat tires in the game. It was like guys would come running like, oh, you about to get in a fight? Yeah, well, you stabbed me the other day. And you're like, can you just leave me alone? What the frick? It got so old. On paper, it's brilliant. I was like, oh, that's awesome. It gives you a sense of progression. It gives you a sense of organic impact on the game world. But then they just kept doing that. They just kept interrupting me. I would literally be about to get into a fight, and then another one would come running. And he'd be like, oh, yeah, you cut my ear off the other day. And I'm like, what the frick? It kept happening. It made the game feel really flat tire. It's like, am I achieving anything, or am I just making enemies? I think what you hated was what everyone loved. They loved constantly getting interrupted? Like, I don't mind finding a guy that I killed, maimed, or hurt, and being like, oh, he's stronger now and angry, and he looks different because of what I did. But having them constantly interrupt my fights, I found to be insanely annoying. Having enemies remember you was one of the best parts of the games for me. Right. You're not understanding my irritation with it. My irritation with it isn't the revenge or that they remember me or that I'm having an impact on the game. It's that they constantly interrupted me. It's like, what? Leave me alone. Like, if I come into an area and you're like there again, or you're like the upgraded version, then so be it. But I would go to get in a fight with this guy, and then the guy would come in and ambush me. People love being ambushed, interrupted, etc., constantly feeling on watch. Okay, if that's how Wonder Woman looks and operates, then I'll be annoyed and won't play it. That's a preference thing. I will own that that's a preference thing, and it'll drive me away from the game. I think it creates a feeling. I think it creates a flat tire feeling in the game. It doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere. It feels like I'm on a dadgum treadmill. Oh, I killed you. What's my reward? You come back later, you're stronger, look different, and you attack me again. Wow, I'm so glad I killed you. What a great incentivization. It breaks down incentivization for me. It was annoying to repeatedly run into the same orc who was now leveled up after killing me, and it felt like spawn camping. I just fast traveled to a different area for a while. That's what the reception was and the feedback. Okay. Well, grudge guys hunting you get annoying at times. I never let those guys live and hunted them down first. Guess it felt too frequent for you? Yeah, if it was infrequent, I don't think I would have cared. It was happening a lot. Maybe I just hit a rut in the game. I don't know. We're off topic, though. You guys have just told... Wait, this is too early for this. We're 30 minutes in. We can't do this. You guys have completely... You can't hijack like that. You guys, it's too early for that. You guys have got to wait. We aren't even... There's not a single Harry Potter comment in chat. Looks like Shadow Mordor was cross-gen 2. I feel like The Witcher 3 is a great example of no micros, good progression. Sorry, way off topic. No, that's on topic that Hogwarts Legacy will have no microtransactions. There are tons of games that do microtransactions well. I don't think microtransactions are required. Right? Garrett says Hogwarts Legacy's not getting delayed. My gut is that it is. My gut is that it's getting delayed. There's good arguments as to why it's not getting delayed. There is. There is. Isn't there a new Harry Potter movie releasing? I think so. As far as Harry Potter goes, I'd rather the game be released late than to be released on time and complete or full of bugs. I have got another smudge on my glasses. I just got it off. What is going on here? Is Hogwarts aims at adults? Is it aimed at adults or children? I would say, based on the demographic that probably read the books and are buying video games right now, Hogwarts Legacy is marketed toward adults. And if you look at the Hogwarts Legacy gameplay, it doesn't look like a kid's game at all. It looks like a pretty involved game. Like a lot to do, a lot to invest in, combat, you know. You think 12 plus? Well, I'm not saying kids won't be able to play it. I'm just saying they're targeting the people who read the books and are huge fans. And I got news for you. The Harry Potter fan base is not a bunch of kids. It's a bunch of 26 and ups. It's a lot of 26 and ups. I feel like Harry Potter is big enough that they could do a Beyonce release with like 3 hours notice. Oh, for sure. And crash every server that tries to house the game. It's rated T. Well, yeah, they didn't want to rate it M because of sales. Like, they want families to be able to buy it and enjoy it. Of course. Of course. I don't think the younger generation even knows who Harry Potter is. The movies came out too long ago. The books came out too long ago. I think most of the people that are diehards are 26 and up. Seems to be the demise of gaming the last few years, releasing games before they're ready and losing most of the player base because of bugs before the game ever gains traction. I totally got my 9 and 13-year-old boys into Harry Potter. They love the franchise. Right, but that, you did that, right? So, like, you're the centrality of that. So, like, if the game comes out, I just did it again. If the game comes out, then you're going to be the central push, I would imagine. You're yeah. You're the causality. You're the fan. Harry Potter books, like, still the most successful in my country. Why I rated M when the movies were for kids? Right, exactly. Like, even the movies aren't. They're like, what, PG-13? Because they get pretty dark and pretty scary, and there's some swearing. Did anyone play the old Harry Potter games for the PS2? I read and watched all of Harry Potter as an adult. We started reading them when we were kids. We're both interested in the game, but my wife and I are both the main fans in the house. Yeah. Somebody sent us, I think it was Kat. Kat sent us the first 3 books fully illustrated, like the really, really nice ones. And when we're done with Redwall, I think we're going to dive in. It'll take us a long time to be done with Redwall, but when we're done with Redwall, I think we're going to dive in. The first 3 are PG. That makes sense. The first ones are pretty low key, then they get a little bit more scary. The game could be a catalyst for younger adults or teens to start reading and watching the films. Oh, for sure. Which is why there are people that think that we shouldn't be supporting it or promoting it, and because they think, yeah, it's going to help the book sell, and, you know, they don't like J.K. Rowling. Facts, the Rowling stuff might have killed it for new people. Not younger people. I don't think the younger generation gives a frick about that. I don't think they're even paying attention. British swears don't register with American youth. Didn't they just announce another Harry Potter movie? Yeah, The Cursed Child, which I believe Radcliffe's in it, isn't he? Rowling's not very popular these days on American Twitter. On American Twitter, Rowling is not popular. Back up. Cursed Child? Yeah. Yeah, I saw it in my feed. There's some trailer and it looks like Radcliffe's going to be in it. He's got like a beard. Cursed Child. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I think is what it's called. Let me just see if he's got it listed in his upcoming films. All filmography, actor, upcoming projects. Oh, somebody was probably clickbaiting on YouTube. I don't think he's involved. I bet you they clickbaited with the thumbnail. It was a stage play adapted to a book. Oh, he is in it? I thought I got clickbaited. It's not listed on his IMDb. That trailer is not real. Cursed Child isn't a film, it's a stage play. Oh. Someone slipped that in with the Comic-Con stuff. Yeah, maybe they're just getting easy clicks. If you're just tuning in, we're talking Hogwarts Legacy news, and there's rumors swirling that it might get a delay. I think there's good arguments for whether or not it gets delayed or whether it doesn't get delayed, which is why we're asking you guys to vote in the poll. Make sure and smash the like button as well. We've had a nice, strong start. I like covering Hogwarts Legacy. We're definitely going to play it when it comes out. Why does everybody hate Rowling now? It's not worth getting into the reasons, but outside of American Twitter, nobody gives a frick. I'm dead serious. If you polled the globe about J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter, outside of Western Twitter, no one gives a frick. She's still super popular. She still wins. There was like a poll in the UK where she did perfectly fine. Like, the public has no issue with her whatsoever outside of Western Twitter. Like, she's doing just fine. She's doing just fine. Her property is going to be fine for the foreseeable future. Like, no one can really, I don't think anybody can really touch her or her popularity or her intellectual property. I really don't think so. It's bigger than that? What do you mean? But I won't expand? I'm not going to pretend like she hasn't gone on the attack, but what I'm saying is that like whenever I researched it, it was like the rest of the world doesn't give a frick about this. It isn't just Western Twitter. Nah. I don't want to get into it. Because the UK reports I saw was like people that didn't think. They didn't care. A lot of it centralized there. Yeah, well, we can all cherry pick data points, I'm sure. I saw at least 2 reports where they don't care over there. So I'm sure you can find people that do, and maybe it's gaining traction. Who knows? The West sometimes influences Europe, and Europe sometimes influences us. So who knows? Is J.K. Rowling even involved with the game? No, she's not. She's not involved. Like, she's still gonna get royalties because it's her property, right? Anything associated with Hogwarts, Harry Potter, anytime they use any of that intellectual property, she's going to get money from it. So. I think he's saying it's just worldwide, not the US. I never said that there aren't people all over the world that might care. I'm saying most people don't, from what I looked at. Like, I guarantee you that this game will do just fine, and all future Harry Potter property is doing just fine. She didn't delay it, no. I know you're not immune to it, Valiant, for sure, but like, I don't think it's like. I guess the point that I'm making is, if you look at Twitter, you would think that she's basically done, and that's not true, right? So maybe I was a little hyperbolic. As soon as you don't look at Western Twitter, she's fine. There are probably people, sure, that are like, I can't buy the books or the movies or the games anymore. I don't think it's made a dent into her property or how much money she makes or any of that. I don't think so. I think the game will do just fine. I think Harry Potter fans are going to buy it in droves, and they're not going to give a single frick of an iota about that stuff. She did delay it. Do you have any facts to back that up, or are you just saying that? She's going to start writing again for the series? It'll be interesting to see if she decides to start writing Harry Potter books, if they will hit the fever pitch of popularity. Like, will the bad press help her? You know? Because sometimes it can. This is all a storm in a teacup. The nonsense will fade. Yeah. I don't think it'll affect it. Like I said, I don't care. I'm going to buy the game because I want to play the game. Yeah. There's going to be plenty of people that try to speak out against people who are streaming it and making videos and profiting from it. There'll be people that get angry about that. And I just say, let them be angry. That's not a way to live, and it's not a way to grow a brand. So I don't give a crap what happened on Twitter. A huge Harry Potter fan. I'm going to buy the game and play it. While J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers have both denied that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child would ever be adapted for the big screen in the past, Killar's remarks rekindled old rumors. Oh, somebody said something. Radcliffe has indicated he isn't interested in coming back for a Harry Potter movie or the Cursed Child movie. Yeah, the main actors have basically said no. Like, they got to kind of go along with like the Hollywood narrative. They can't be cool with her. So they wouldn't. I don't think they'd do anything with it ever again. The only kids who know Harry Potter are the ones whose parents grew up with it. Harry Potter's story is over. That doesn't mean she can't write more stories in the universe. The game might give her ideas for future stories. For sure. I think the giant episode with Fantastic Beasts was a much bigger deal. Another case where he got screwed? Oh, for sure. For sure. I think he's just genuinely not interested. I could see Radcliffe being like, I don't want to be Harry Potter ever again. For sure. Because he's done some really cool movies, right? He's done some really cool and creative, wild movies. And I could see him being like, nah, man, I don't ever want to put on those glasses ever again. You know? The studio has announced a call for writers on a potential spin-off show that would be set in the world of Harry Potter. Huh. He's still Harry Potter no matter what he does. Yeah, but he's done some pretty good films, you know? The Harry Potter cast made so much money, they don't need to work ever again, so they can afford to be picky. Yeah. And he seems interested in doing smaller projects anyway, more creative projects. If you're just tuning in, the Hogwarts Legacy news was that there was a leak. There was a Hogwarts Legacy leak, and it was the collector's edition and another edition. There's 2 editions you can get, and they apparently will give you 72 hours of early access. We don't know when you'll be able to pre-order them, and we're also thinking, I think that the game's going to get delayed. That's my gut instinct. There's good arguments against my point. I think you could make a very good argument to be like, no, it's going to land in December, Lono. But I think it's getting delayed. But that's just a gut instinct thing. I said the same thing about Forspoken, and a lot of people said, no way, no way, no way. They're just polishing it. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And it got delayed. Now, it got delayed again for strategic reasons, but it was just my gut that said, this thing's getting delayed. Radcliffe, I think, has moved on. Say with Rupert and Emma. The Hogwarts world is huge. If more material is being created, they need to move on. Don't fall into the Skywalker trap. Yeah. Radcliffe is typecast so hard now. How is he typecast? He did the movie where he grew horns. He did the movie where he was a Swiss Army knife man. And then he did the movie where he got, like, lost. It was based on a real story about a guy who almost died. And he got separated from his friends or whatever, and they came back and found him. I forget the name of that one. That one was wild. I watched that on a plane. I feel like he's done plenty of movies where I would not consider him to be typecast at this point. Yeah, Jungle. Jungle was really good. Yeah. Yeah, people wanted to play Wolverine. I don't know about that one. Yeah, Guns Akimbo. Yep, he did that movie. And he's done a lot of different movies. Yeah, he did The Woman in Black. That was a horror movie. I feel like he's actually got some pretty good range in his pocket. Yeah. I just don't think he could get big enough for Wolverine. I think he's tall enough because Wolverine's supposed to be short, and I don't think Radcliffe's particularly tall. We need 6 more lights for 200 likes. A really solid turnout for the Hogwarts Legacy news surrounding why I feel like it's going to get delayed. People are saying no. You can take the poll at the top of the chat. Do you think it's getting delayed? Hogwarts Legacy release date. When is it happening? December has 53% of the vote. And then 47% of you are saying January or later. It's about down the middle. It's about right down the middle. We need Danny Trejo as a wizard. That would be horrible. He was good as a megalomaniac in some movie with Sandra Bullock, Brad Pitt, and Magic Mike. Forgot his name. I don't think I saw that one. The only typecasting is he's just doing whatever he wants creatively, doesn't care about risk. If not for Harry Potter, I wouldn't even know his name. Oh, for sure. For sure. I don't know, man. Add on a bit more weight and I could see it. I just don't know. He just doesn't have the... I don't think he has the frame for it. Maybe. I see it in the face. But, man, oh man, I don't think he has the frame for it. I agree that Butcher should be Wolverine. Butcher? Oh, Butcher from The Boys. The Boys Butcher? Oh. Yeah. I mean, isn't that what's his face? That's my man, isn't it? Isn't that the guy that plays... That's Carl Urban. I freaking love him. Riders of Rohan! Oaths you have taken! He's good. Carl Urban's fantastic, but if you're going to get Carl Urban, then just get frickin' Hugh Jackman. They're both old. Yeah, he's Judge Dredd. He's Bones in Star Trek. If you're going to get Carl Urban, just get Hugh Jackman. They're both like the same age. How old is Carl Urban? Okay, Carl Urban's 50. Hugh Jackman's 53. You see what I'm saying? They're like the same age. They're like the same age, bro. Yeah, he's already in Ragnarok. Behold my stuff. He's Billy Butcher. Yeah. We need a savage, scary Wolverine, not a pretty face. I missed the Hogwarts talk. Who reported that it might be delayed? There are rumors swirling about it being delayed, Draken, because the window between now and December is shrinking. We've heard basically nothing. It was already delayed once. Games Radar was basically saying, or Game Rant was saying that they think that the window's getting too small and that they're going to announce a delay soon. Now, the collector's editions got leaked. And the question would be, usually pre-orders on collector's editions and stuff, you want a good window of time for like logistics and shipping and everything else. So the collector's editions being leaked could be argued both ways. You could be like, well, it got leaked because they're almost here. They're going to announce very soon. You'll be able to pre-order. You'll be able to get, blah, blah, blah. There's also the other side to be like, well, if they're going to announce physical collector's editions that they want to like ship and send and stuff, you usually need to have those announced within a reasonable window of time. Now, Ragnarok announced everything in July, early July, for November. So if you think July, August, September, October, November, that's a 4-month window. So next month, 8th month, you could do that. You could 100% be like, yeah, that's 4 months to pre-order if it lands in December. So the window of time on God of War Ragnarok lines up like, hey, we could wait. We could wait another month. Because if they like using Sony's been sort of handling the marketing for Hogwarts Legacy. Well, then Sony can handle it and do it next month. So the Hogwarts Legacy release date, that could be revealed next month by Sony. And then you'd have the similar window of time to pre-order everything that you have for God of War Ragnarok. 4 months. Hello, fellow Marvel executives. It appears casting a pretty Wolverine has led to unprecedented demand and success. But to be true to the comics, the next star we should cast should be a gruff troll. Zubair, they're not going to cast you as Wolverine. You can try, but he's going to get mad because he's going to be like, I'm dumpy, not gruff. That's what he's going to get mad at. That's where he's going to part with me on it. Here's my pick, Dennis Menachet. Yeah, the guy from Inglourious. Yeah. Should be getting a full Sony showcase within the next 6-ish weeks. Plenty of time for the marketing push. I hope Sony doesn't tell them to delay the game because of Ragnarok. I don't think they were. We've actually already talked about that God of War Ragnarok versus Harry Potter wins. Because Hogwarts Legacy is a multi-platform title, and it's more popular globally than God of War. Like, more people know about Harry Potter and more people... Wow, 2 more orders. So many people ordering coffee today. My man Robert went with 2 bags of dark and a bag of light. Thank you, Robert. And then someone that didn't put in a username. Adam, 2 bags of light. Thank you very, very much for doing that. Wow, that's a lot of coffee orders today. Thank you, guys. That's Lono pulling his punches. He didn't say they weren't going to cast you, Listen, man, Friday nights, you got to know, man, the gloves come off because the drinks are getting thrown back. They cast Venom with the wrong guy. He should be the new Wolverine. Tom Hardy would have been a good Logan. No, Tom Hardy would have been a good Sabretooth. I think Tom Hardy would have been a good Sabretooth. I know he's not big enough. Like, people would want the Mountain to be Sabretooth, but I don't know. I could have seen Tom Hardy as being like a normal size Sabretooth. Lono, my coffee should be in today, but I have to wait for my refillable pods to get here. I get to try it by Wednesday. Nice, Texas. He has to be short, ripped, and hairy, and should look like he just came out of a Canadian wilderness living off the land. Right. When I type LOL, I mean literally, and I LOL'd at that bit on Friday. Totally caught me off guard. Friday night was really fun. It really was. I had a really good time. What's the next big game you're most excited for at this point in time? God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. I'm the most excited for that game right now. I am. If you guys are just tuning in, the Hogwarts Legacy news is that the collector's editions got leaked, and there's early access. If you want to play the game early, you're going to be able to do that through those 72 hours of early access. Also, the delay is there's rumors spreading about the Hogwarts Legacy release date. They're eyeing December, but they haven't set a date yet. And so I actually have continued to say I think it's getting delayed. Pure gut instinct, right? Pure gut instinct that I think that's what's going to happen. But I don't have anything to base that off of. Hogwarts Legacy has to be in October because of Halloween and stuff. Copium. I like that you owned that it's copium. You're like, this is total copium. Are you going to cover the summer update for New World? Probably not. I posted my pick for Wolverine in Discord. Taron Egerton? He has the face shape. Yeah. He does have the face shape. You know what I think they should do with Hugh Jackman is they need to do a biopic about Clint Eastwood, because I think Hugh Jackman looks like a young Clint Eastwood. If you go watch like old Clint Eastwood movies, he looks like Hugh Jackman. I think they could do an amazing biopic about Clint Eastwood with Hugh Jackman. I just want royalties if they do it, because it was my idea. He's heavily rumored as one of the folks and Marvel's then they think Marvel's already cast him. Oh, really? I mean, I think he looks great. I think he looks like the right pick. The squinty eyes, the really good jawline, the square face. Yeah, he looks like Wolverine. What'd y'all play Friday? I started off the night with what was that game called? Oh yeah, he's a pretty big guy. We ended up playing Garfield Kart, which I thought Garfield Kart was pretty terrible. My wife and I ended the night with Escape Academy, which was really fun. But I started the night with Superliminal. Yeah, Superliminal. Whoa. Jiminy Christmas. I almost made a mess. Daniel Radcliffe would be a good Wolverine. Yeah, people are like, why are you talking about Wolverine and Hugh Jackman in a Hogwarts Legacy stream? It's because we've got on Harry Potter and Daniel Radcliffe, and people think that Daniel Radcliffe would be a good Wolverine. And I'm like, I don't think he has the frame for it. I don't think he could get big enough. He has a good face and beard, but I don't think he could get big enough. Scott Eastwood, Charlie Hunman, Taron Egerton, my picks. Sorry, I'm not into Pokemon. Is Hogwarts an MMO? Oh my gosh. Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, it's a Pokemon MMO. Yep. Wolverine is supposed to be small. No. Wolverine is supposed to be short. Wolverine is not supposed to be small. Yeah, no. You're getting that one wrong. Wolverine is short, but he is not small. Are you saying Canadians have squinty, beefy eyes? No. I didn't say that Daniel Radcliffe was too short. I said I don't think he has the right frame. He'd have to beef up too much. I don't think it would work. I think it would look ridiculous. Yeah, Wolverine's going to be one of the professors in Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The art of healing. That's his class. Gary Busey. We can't stay on subject today. It's impossible. It's impossible. How short are we talking? Like Lono short? Yeah, I actually think Wolverine is short. He's like my height, yeah. More interested in what they do with the Wolverine game? Mm-hmm. If you guys are just tuning in, the Hogwarts Legacy news is that there was new leaked information about the Collector's Edition. Apparently, it's going to be giving 72 hours of early access, but there are rumors swirling that this game is going to get delayed. December seems too close. They haven't really done any marketing or announcements. There's good arguments against that about, like, listen, Sony already did the presser on it. Why would Sony do the presser on it if this thing was in danger of being delayed? They're letting Sony handle the marketing. Sony allowed a 4-month window for God of War Ragnarok pre-orders and collector's editions, which stands to reason that Hogwarts could be in a similar window, which means August could be when we finally learn about the release date and pre-orders open up. You convinced me to go back and play Jedi Fallen Order. After 3 different logins, I finally found the platform that I bought it on. I thought it was 5.2. He's short. Comic Wolverine is 5'3". Yeah, he's like Muggsy Bogues, man. He's a little guy. Not little, he's short. He's almost there in this pick. Wolverine has like a V shape, though. His shoulders need to be really broad. Maybe I'm overstating how he looks in the comics, but I feel like Wolverine's got like a broad-shouldered shape. He's stocky. He's like, I don't know. Muggsy was 5'9". No. Muggsy Bogues, born January 9th, 1965, 57 years of age, 5'3". He was not 5'9". You're overstating it? So you think Radcliffe could pull it off? I was a huge Charlotte Hornets fan, and I was a short kid, so I knew that Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". I knew he was 5'3" because I was a huge Charlotte Hornets fan, and I was a short guy. That's why I was like, Spud Webb was 5'9". I think that's incorrect as well. Spud Webb was 5'6". He was born January 13, 1963. 5'6", Spud Webb. So Webb was 3 inches taller than Bogues. If Pattinson can play Batman, I guess Daniel can play Wolverine. I don't know. I feel like Batman is just different. Spud Webb's 5'7". Well, then Google's wrong. Google's got him at 5'6". I don't know what that first upload's trying to do. Yeah, what are you trying to upload, Zubair? What are you trying to upload? Tried voting, tried dismissing, won't get out of the way. We've had enough votes. I can take it down if it's messing with people. Yeah, I'll get rid of the poll if it's messing with people. I'm actually quite looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy. As a massive fan of Harry Potter since childhood, I'm excited to visit the game in this format. I've continued to say that I think Hogwarts Legacy gameplay is going to surprise people. I think it's going to be like a surprisingly deep and like substantive RPG. I'm dead serious. I think it's going to surprise folks. Ben Stiller is Wolverine. New sub, great content, bro. Thank you. I am trying to eat my lunch, but we do try to keep it very interactive. I also keep it safe for work. A lot of people treat me like video game radio. Do me a favor and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button. Consider becoming a member. This second show, it's our second show of the day. We've been streaming for an hour, so YouTube just told me that now would be a good time to run ads. I do not like to disrupt the show with ads. A lot of times when you're on YouTube, you're going to get ads like beginning, middle, and end of a video, but in the live streaming environment, I don't think that that's a good idea. So we do ask for paying members. Anytime that pops up, I'm like, hey, consider becoming a member. It supports the channel directly. Maybe give some members. I think if we could start to foster that relationship and culture, maybe YouTube would just continue to really invest in those features, which it sounds like they are. You're going to be able to buy a membership soon in iOS. I got that email this morning. You were thinking of Spud, the dude's got mad hops. Yeah, I think Muggsy Bogues could dunk, but only in like a contest. And Spud Webb, I think you guys were saying like he won like one at some point. No official release date, Hilly. They just said they want to come out in December of this year. Are they going to fix background play as well? Apparently, that doesn't affect everybody. It doesn't affect everybody. Muggsy Bogues couldn't dunk? I thought he dunked in like those fun little events. Thinking Spud Webb? No, I'm not. During an interview with NBA.com, Bogues confirmed, telling the interviewer that he dunked in college and in high school. According to him, he could. I don't know if he ever... I'm not saying he won a dunk contest, but I thought there was footage of him dunking. According to him, he says he can. No, he never did it in-game. He never did it in-game. I misspoke when I responded to you on Twitter. It was definitely broke for members-only streams for some reason. Wait, so you told me it was working, Eric, but it wasn't working. Like you were misunderstanding the situation? Yeah. Spud Webb was in the contest. I don't think Muggsy ever entered in the contest. He could. Bogues dunked in a game. There is footage. Oh. Look up Bogues dunk. The first video is in-game. He actually did it in a game? Was it NBA or college? Eric says correct. It works for all content I listen on a daily basis. Your members-only content said this feature isn't available. Yeah. A lot of people can't get it to work. Genghis Khan says NBA. We're all defining in-game differently more than likely. Like, all alone in a fast break doesn't count. We have a lot of stats we got to take away from guys then. I didn't realize that. Did you guys know that? That if they dunk on a fast break, it doesn't count? Might have to take some stats away from guys. Wheezy says it's not an actual game. It's effing NBA 2K. Wait, is it real? Did he really think it was a real game and it was a video game? This is 2K, you dingus. I didn't say it. Some other guy did. I was reading chat. I didn't say that there was footage. I asked. I said, he said he could in an interview. I always thought that he could. I even said, I don't think he ever did it in a game. I thought he did it at one of those events where they had. Oh, not me. I was like, yeah, I didn't say it. I thought for sure he'd never pulled it off. Did he win the dunk contest? No, that was Spud Webb. We are so off the we are so off the path. Mm-hmm. Speaking of sports, do you think Quidditch will be in Hogwarts? I thought they said no. Do you guys think Hogwarts Legacy is going to have Quidditch? I thought they said no, and we thought it would be added later. Yeah, don't expect to play Quidditch in Hogwarts Legacy. It doesn't look like the players will get to compete in Quidditch, despite broom flight classes and even the pitch being present, according to PCGamesN.com. But then, a day earlier, they said it might be in it. Nobody seems to know. Nobody seems to know. I'm looking back from a meeting and wondering how we got here from Hogwarts to Muggsy. Would you like me to trace the conversation for you? Because it's always fun to trace a conversation. Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe to Wolverine, Wolverine short leads to somebody mentioning Spud Webb, and I mentioned Muggsy Bogues. Yeah, we'll throw in Carl Urban for good measure. I thought for sure they specifically stated there'd be no Quidditch in the game, and people got pretty upset. Yeah. And it's only Monday. That's right. I thought for certain this came up, and we were like, yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be in the game, but they could add it later. You know how they did that with, they added Legends later to Ghost of Tsushima? They could do that, like Hogwarts Legacy Quidditch update or something. How much for the collector's pack? I don't think the prices got leaked. Just the details that, like, if you do it, you'll get 72 hours of early access. What are you eating? My wife made some homemade cinnamon rolls. So now that I'm done with my lunch, I'm eating one. A 19-month milestone from Melrose Mike. Happy Monday, everyone. Yeah, guys, don't forget this Friday night is community game night. If you are a member or you're considering becoming a member, we might get some big gifted member numbers this week. We did hit 1,200 members, and if we hit 1,500, my wife has to play Elden Ring again. But you have to do it before July is up. That milestone will always be there every month if you hit 1,500. And let me see where we are right now. 1,210 members. So make sure you're in our Discord so you do not miss the content. Members-only content is they do a very bad job of putting it in front of you and like alerting you about it. So make sure that you ooh, my little Halo Infinite short just got buzzed up. It's spinning up, baby. It's on the short shelf. So make sure that you're plugged in and connected or you'll miss out. We're playing Fall Guys. It's free on every platform. I'm not really into Fall Guys. It's super fun. We do our own private matches, so it's a blast. What else is in the collector's edition? Let me find the article. And I'll tell you. Here we go. Game rant. According to the leaked info, the deluxe edition will include the base game, a Thestral mount, a Dark Arts cosmetic pack, a Dark Arts battle arena, a Dark Arts garrison hat, 72 hours of early access, and a Kelpie robe. The collector's edition comes with all of that, plus a steel case and a floating ancient magic wand with book, which is presumably a physical item, though it has not yet been clarified. The base game will only include the game with no pre-order bonuses mentioned. So some kind of a floating book. The deluxe edition's probably 100. Collector's probably like 150 or 200 or something. Are you a current or past Hornets fan? I was a past Hornets fan. So growing up, we had a really cool bedroom. Split down the middle. The other one half was my brother's bed, all Chicago Bulls. My side was my bed, all Charlotte Hornets. We got to watch the NBA probably at its, in many people's minds, at its peak. Three-peat Bulls, the Hornets when they had Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues. Like, it was a good era. It was a good era to watch ball. I don't watch it all now. I don't care. Really lost that battle. Yeah, I like the Charlotte Hornets. You want to know why? I like their logo. I thought their logo was cool. And then they had a short player, so I was like, dope. Had bragging rights. Oh, yeah, he had the Jordan half-court dunk poster. Yeah. The thing is, here's the thing. We all liked the Bulls. We lived in Ohio. Like, okay, so we would watch the Cleveland Cavs do terrible and cheer for Mark Price, short white guy hitting threes. Yay, Mark Price. And then we would watch the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lived in Ohio, bro. We had to cheer for somebody else. You're a lifelong Hawks fan, nothing to do about Chicago in the 90s? I mean, the Hawks have been good for a while, too, so that makes it easy. A Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer reveal is set for September. Yeah, August and September, things are going to start to heat up for us. I'm excited. It's a little dry right now. We're making it work. You guys have been awesome. We're having good turnout. We're getting new members. We're you know, people are trying the coffee. So I couldn't be happier with the fact that, like, we're in a bit of a drought in the desert, and the turnout and you guys have just been awesome. You know, we are ready for some actual big gaming news to happen, and it should start happening once we roll over into August. What size fitted hat are you? Oh, I have no idea. I'm pretty big. I have a pretty big head. I don't wear hats, so I don't wear hats. I'm a t-shirt guy. If you want to send me something, don't send me anything Charlotte Hornets, because I won't wear it. But if you want to send me something, t-shirts, baby. Medium. I love t-shirts. Love them. Have too many of them. Will Snape's spells be in Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know. Probably not. It's a prequel. Snape's not around yet. So they're getting to play the urge to play NBA Jam. He's on fire! Doesn't matter, sending you stuff anyways. If you send me a hat, my son will end up wearing it. He has curly, like, long curly hair, and he rocks a hat. He looks so good in a hat. My wife yelled at me the other day with how many t-shirts I have. I need to downsize. Yeah, I do need to comb through and get rid of the ones that I don't wear. I primarily only wear 80s tees anyway. You know, I'm kind of bummed about this one. The neck got a little stretched out on the hanger that we use. I don't like when the necks are that open. You feel PlayStation Showcase should be happening soon? Oh, yes. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the Hogwarts Legacy release date, they're gonna let Sony do it. Sony's been handling all the marketing. Like, look at where all the trailers are. This trailer right here, the Hogwarts Legacy official reveal trailer. Look where it is. Hang on a minute. Look where it is. It's on... Oh, hang on. And there we go. It's on the PlayStation channel. 29 million views. 29 million views. I wonder what their most popular video is. Most popular. That's their third most popular video. It's got more views than Marvel Spider-Man's trailer from 2016, which is a 6-year-old video game. You guys remember when you said that they might be scared of God of War Ragnarok? It's the most viewed game trailer on the Sony YouTube channel. More than the Spider-Man trailers, more than God of War. Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't know that until just now. I didn't know that until just now. I didn't know what it was going to be. I was just curious. It's the third most popular video underneath their hardware reveal of PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4. So it's the most viewed game trailer on the Sony YouTube channel. So more than likely, Hogwarts Legacy is going to have Sony exclusives inside of it at some level, I would think. That's pretty big. That's pretty popular. What Hogwarts house are you? I don't know. I would probably go Ravenclaw just for, like, the cliche experience. If I didn't go Ravenclaw, I'd go Slytherin just because, you know, if I'm not going to be the good guy, I'll be the bad guy. I really want to play Hogwarts Legacy, man. Yeah. I'm serious. I'm telling you, the headlines about the game are going to be Hogwarts Legacy, surprisingly deep RPG experience. There are going to be headlines like that. I promise you. What did I not say? Gryffindor? What did I say? Did I say Ravenclaw? I think I meant Gryffindor. I said Ravenclaw, sorry. I was in my mind thinking I wouldn't pick Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. I would pick Gryffindor for the cliche experience. If not Gryffindor, then I would pick, yeah, Slytherin, sorry. And if not any of those, then I would pick Jigglypuff. Yeah, Snape's not born yet. It's a prequel. It makes sense. Hogwarts Legacy. It's how the legacy of Hogwarts came about, would be my assumption. Good as Zero Dawn. The Hufflepuff house looks dope. It does. It does. I think Lono is a Slytherin, and not just because of being a bad guy. Slytherins are ambitious, resourceful, determined, and clever. Yeah, if they just make me put in, like, how I think about myself and characteristics, and if I pick all those things, then yeah, if that puts me in Slytherin, I'd be in Slytherin. I've never taken, like, a Harry Potter poll, right? Right? Is there a way to do that? Harry Potter, which house are you? Poll. Those poll websites always have so much. Here's a BuzzFeed one, right? Which Hogwarts house are you? You guys ready for this? All right, you've made it to Hogwarts. Right? You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand. What's at its core? A phoenix feather, a dragon heartstring, or a unicorn hair? Phoenix. I don't like a phoenix. During the end of year exams, you notice that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill. Okay, you come top of the class anyway, but they are second. What do? Tell the professor immediately that cheating is wrong no matter what. Nothing, but if I hadn't come top of the class, I definitely would tell the professor. Encourage the other student to admit that they've done. Give them a high five for managing to sneak the quill into the exam. I would encourage them to do it. I wouldn't tell on them. You would be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, boring. Ignorant. You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shoot Expelliarmus, Protego, Stupefy, Crucio. Stupefy. It's your 5th year at Hogwarts, and you've just received a howler from your parents. What for? Sneaking the Forbidden Forest at night on a dare, getting caught cheating in my divination, being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours. Nothing. I never do anything to warrant a howler. I would probably sneak off on a dare. Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you? Pity the living and above all those who live without love. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. I love that quote. It matters not what someone is born, but how they grow to be. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Yeah, no, the words one. Okay. Take the official test. Is this not the right one? What do you mean the official test? Is there an official test? There's a real one on Pottermore.com. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's stop. Take the official test. All right. You're telling me I got to go to Pottermore.com. Okay. Is it a quiz? Quizzes? Latest and greatest? No. What's it underneath? Hogwarts sorting. Right? I have to make an account. Bro pulls up BuzzFeed. Oh, come on! You Potter nerds. Okay, I have to make an account, I think, to do the Hogwarts sorting. Sign up now. Dadgummit. Enter your birth date. Yeah, now they're going to want all my information. All right. I'll use my junk email address. Okay. And just in case, I'm going to use an encrypted password. Continue. More about you. Continue. Come on, I just want to take your stupid quiz. You just signed up to join a cult? Yeah, probably. Hang on a minute. Edit that. Okay. Create your profile. House unknown. Okay, here we go. Can I make this bigger? All right, get sorted now. I put it. I'm in here as Lucas Reforge. Okay, get sorted now. All right. Choose one to continue. Moon. After you have died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Ask for more stories about your adventures. Miss you but smile. Think with admiration about your achievements. I don't care what people think of me after I'm dead. It's what they think of me while I'm alive that counts. No, that's too... No. I like this because I like stories. Like, I like reading stories to my kids. Would you rather be liked, trusted, feared, envied? I really like people to like me. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? Cats, toads, owls, cats. We are totally going to end up Hufflepuff. I already can feel it. I can feel it because I picked books, you know, like adventures. If you're attending, which pet would you take with you? A ginger, white, Siamese, a tabby, black. 100%. Once every century, the Flutterby bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of the sea, home, a crackling log fire, fresh parchment. Not the sea. Not home. I'm going to go with the crackling fire. If you could have any power, which would you choose? Read minds, change the past, invisibility, speak to animals, superhuman strength, change your appearance at will, read minds. I just said this the other day to my kiddos. Read minds. A muggle confronts you and says that they are sure you are a witch or a wizard. Do you ask them what makes them think so? Tell them that you are worried about their mental health and offer to call a doctor. Agree and ask whether they'd like a free simple sample of a jinx. Agree and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether or not that you're bluffing. Ask them what makes them think so. White or black? Black. The Sorting Hat is ready to make a decision. It's not going to be Slytherin and it's not going to be Gryffindor. I can tell you right now. I can feel it. Slytherin, you were right. You were right, Talika. Slytherin. Yeah. I thought when I picked the cat and the crackling fire and like the thing that was about tell about my adventures, I thought that was going to be more like of a romantic person and not like a Slytherin. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I answered truthfully, too. I wasn't trying to get a particular house. I was answering truthfully, and I honestly thought I was going to get sorted somewhere else. There's only so many choices for animals, so cats are normal. Huh. It was the black cat that sent you to the dark side. I like black cats. I think they look awesome. Yeah. I'm a Slytherin, baby. I'm a Slytherin. Yeah, Talika was right. Talika nailed it. Now Patronus and Wand. Oh, you want me to keep going? You guys want? Let's just go full Potter nerddom here. Patronus. Just all the way. This is better with headphones, it says. Yeah, I don't want to risk getting any if they're using any official music. We can't risk it. Patronus is a kind of positive force, a projection of the very things that the Dementor feeds upon. Hope, happiness, the desire to survive. Welcome to the dungeons. Discover your Patronus. You can only discover your Patronus once the questions are timed. You can only do it once. The questions are timed. Go with your gut instinct. Relax. Think of your happiest memory. Got it. Frame rate's a little rough, but that's okay. Glitter, shine, glow. Too slow. The spell requires fast reflexes. Try another. Oh, frick you. Gotta go fast. Gotta go. Dream, dance, discover. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. Improve. Glitter is the herpes of craft materials? The frick does that even mean? Around, under, over. Over. I keep picking the right. That's not on purpose either. Over. I want to get over something. I'm gonna conquer it. Not go under or around it. Yeah, capture's not looking clean, chat. Incredible. You almost produced a corporeal Patronus. This is excellent magic. Okay. Why? Why? Prepare to meet your Patronus. Once it's on you, it's forever. Spirit, heart, mind. Once glitter's on you, it's on you forever. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Hilly. Please be a badger. Click, drag, and release for your Patronus. No! Oh, no! Chat! A white swan? It might as well be a freaking goose! Chat! No! This is a lie! This website sucks! This is a freaking joke! I got a swan! It might as well be a goose! This is bull! Babe, my Patronus is a freaking swan. Shut up, goose man!
Can you try again?
No! It's it! It's it! You want to see him?
Sure.
Look at this little bit. Just look at him. Look at him. That's a freaking goose. That's not even a swan. I can't freaking believe it. I was so excited to get... I was so excited to get Slytherin. We'll have to make you an account. At Potter... At Potter something. Welcome to Pottersville. Pottersville? Bedford Falls? Okay.
You can't do it again?
No, you can only do the Patronus once. I got totally screwed. It's literally a freaking goose. It couldn't have been funnier, honestly, if you think about it. It literally couldn't even be funnier. Because, like, I absolutely hate geese. And I basically got one as a Patronus. Ugh. A Slytherin swan makes sense. Peck people's eyes out. Find my wand. I don't even care about this part. This is not nearly as cool. You would describe yourself as short, average height, tall. I'm short. And your eyes are brown. Day you were born, odd number. You pride yourself most on determination, originality, imagination, optimism, resilience, kindness, intelligence. Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads. Do you continue Left toward the sea, right toward the castle, ahead toward the forest. Castle. You most fear fire, small spaces, darkness, isolation, heights. Isolation. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? A silver dagger, a golden key, a dusty bottle, ornate mirror, black glove, glittering jewel, a bound scroll. Scroll. The best part is the goose is the manifestation of Lono's happiest memories. Stop lying to yourself. But my happiest memory is either when my daughter was born or the day I got married. Like, those are the two I thought of. And I was like, how's that a goose? I didn't say he was junk. The first time you have a baby, it's different. It's different. I got a chestnut wood with a unicorn core. 10 inches in hard flexibility. It's 10 inches and it's hard. Jiminy frickin' Christmas. Why? The following notes on the wand's length and flexibility are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick Ollivander, Wandmaker. Most wands will be in the range of between 9 and 14 inches, while I have sold extremely short wands, 8 inches and under, and very long wands, over 15 inches. These are exceptionally rare. In the latter case, a physical peculiarity demanded the excessive wand length. However, abnormally short wands usually select those in whose character something is lacking, rather than because they are physically undersized. Many small witches and wizards are chosen by longer wands. Hard flexibility. The following notes on wand length and flexibility are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick Ollivander, Wandmaker. Wand flexibility or rigidity denotes to the degree of adaptability and willingness to change possessed by the wand and owner pair. Although, again, this factor ought to not be considered separately from the wand wood, core, and length, nor the owner's life experience and style of magic, all of which will combine to make the wand in question unique. I still can't believe I got frickin' Swan. Talika said that I would be Slytherin. Somebody here knew I would end up with the frickin' Swan. You know what I mean? End of the stream. Might as well be a goose. I love when customers say compliments to the chef. LOL, like, sir, we don't have a chef. It's Tyler back there. He's 19, stoned out of his mind. He's been cooking for 3 weeks, but I'll tell him. Heavy Metal Mama got Hufflepuff. You clipped the Patronus reveal? Yeah, that'll be a short. That's good. That'll be a short. That's good. Duck, duck, swan. Isn't a swan basically a goose? Aren't they from, like, the same family? Swans are bird of the family Anididae within the genus Cygnus. Their closest relatives include geese and ducks. They're grouped with the closely related geese in the subfamily where they are from this tribe, and sometimes they're considered a distinct subfamily. Frick. I told you, it might as well be a goose. Big, dumb, ugly head, grumpy disposition. All these white birds look the same to me. You mad about Swan? Wait until they give you a 6-inch wand. Well, we got a good wand. I got a 10-incher, you know. They're between 8 and 14, so we're close to the middle there. Lono's a Slytherin white swan with a 10-inch unicorn wand. Yeah. Yeah. With all that punching you do of geese. Do you think we'll meet Dumbledore in Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know. I think it's too old. It's too far back for him to be alive, right? Well, the grumpy disposition fits. Isn't it too far back for him to be alive? Like, how old is he when Harry shows up? I mean, I know he's old, but he ain't that old. I think they intentionally put Hogwarts Legacy so far back that they don't have to worry about any of that, right? There'll be no mention of anybody. Isn't he like 200 plus? Yeah, I don't know. Geese are weapons grade attack chickens. I repost now. The Fall Guys invitation for Zubair. There, it's in Discord. A 16-month mild soul. A 16-month milestone for Old Soul, and it's a tier 2. You're a lizard, Larry. Thank you so much for renewing your membership. I think he was like 120 to 140. Dumbledore started at Hogwarts in like 1892. He was born in 1881. Legacy's set around 1890. Yeah, so they could do like maybe there's whispers of him. Maybe there's a post-credit scene where he shows up for the very first time. I don't know. It feels like maybe they're just going to completely avoid all of that. Yo, a 3-month milestone from XCal. Love the show. Thank you so much to new members, ongoing members, gifted members. Thank you guys for supporting the show with membership. We couldn't do this without you. And thank you to all of the new subs today. We hit a nice milestone. We're on our way to 17,000 subscribers. Could be in the school with him. Maybe. So where can I see how long my wand is? He'd be 9. Well, someone at chat says he started at Hogwarts in 1892. So that he'd be 11. If he's there, if we run into him near the end of our time in the game, he'd be 11, which is around the time they come to the school. They're pretty young in the first movie, aren't they? They're like 10 or 11. Yo, Cody Biscuits hitting a 4-month milestone. Love the show. Thank you. Where do I share my Fall Guys deets? You don't need to share your Fall Guys deets. I mean, you can in the Discord, in the Fall Guys room, or in the name drop room. For Friday night, I just give you a code. It's a private server. I believe they're 11. What gets me is not the shade. It's the casual way Lono throws it out. Like it's just a statement of fact. I may cry. About Zubair in Fall Guys. That's what made it funny. It was like I just said it like it was so in passing. I worked really hard on keeping it in that vein, Zubair. I wanted it to hurt. You're all set. Harry Potter fan club just emailed me. Welcome to the Harry Potter fan club. Thanks. What? You want me to make you a profile and take the quiz? What's happening? Is there a bug in here? 18-month milestone from Zubair. That's a year and a half. That's his longest relationship. Tier 2, he says, I have human feelings. I'm not an animal. I like that I took another swing before reading his renewal comment. Adam says, that's so rude. Oh. The Steam 250 just dropped its list. And the number 1 rated game is Stray. Look at that. Above God of War, above Power Wash. Oh, look at Dwarf in there. Dwarf Romantics in there. Good for them. We checked that one out. And canceled. This guy's a member of the Harry Potter fan club. That's right. Sending my monthly dues and donation to J.K. Rowling. Okay. Gaming news. Oh, that's the Gollum delay. Never mind. We already knew about that. Stray, great story, easy platinum. Wait, what am I looking at now? Now it's 49th? What am I looking at there? Oh, 49th all-time highest rated game on Steam. Oh, was it at number 1 for what, being the fastest or something? The first was just for 2022. Oh. So for just this year, it's the most liked game. But for all time, Stray is the 49th. I hope they're making a ton of money from Steam, since they probably can't make... You know what I mean? Like, how much are they actually making on the Sony platform? They got a fat check from Sony, I'm sure, but... Stray Game of the Year, baby. Mm-hmm. Let Madam take the quiz. She didn't seem interested. If you guys are curious what we're doing, I did take the Harry Potter quiz about which house, Patronus, and wand I would get. The Hogwarts Legacy news is looking like there's delay rumors surrounding it because it is getting so close to December. The Hogwarts Legacy release date is aiming at December still. We need 26 more likes for 300 likes. If you haven't smashed like yet, please do so. We already covered today, there were some leaks and some rumors about Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and now we're covering the Hogwarts Legacy news that the collector's edition and like the definitive edition or whatever, they leaked. Apparently, when you pre-order or order those, you will be able to get 72 hours of early access to the game. We still don't know when those will open. We also don't know if all you have to do is pre-order for early access, or do you need to do the collector's edition in order to get that. If you want to support the channel with more than just a subscription or a like, because hitting subscribe is free, hitting like is free, you can consider becoming a member for $5 a month. We do end every day with members-only streams, and every Friday night is a member stream with my wife. And this Friday is the once-a-month community game night for members. We will be playing Fall Guys together, so be sure to check that out. And you really, really, really want to be in the Discord if you're wanting to be a part of members-only content, because YouTube will not do a very good job of putting it in front of you. What's Wobble Dogs? What, is it on one of the lists? Yeah, what is Wobble Dogs? Let's take a look. Is that like that one game called, it was like Fogs or something, and you were like these dogs and you were attached to each other? A 3D pet simulation where you raise your own personal hive of mutating dogs, physically simulated all the way down to their guts. Wobble Dogs is a casual and chill sandbox for players of all ages who want to care for their very own virtual pets in a surprising, unique, and stress-free environment. It has a 98% recent reviews, a 97%, and it came out in March of this year. This is the game. This is a game that's getting record-breaking high scores in Steam. You can go in there and fiddle with their DNA, and out they pop. This is real, chat. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. It looks strange. It does. Isaac says, F am I looking at? I don't know. I don't know, dude. Members only Monday. Let's turn on the monetization. Visibility. Done. Looks like a 10 out of 10. It looks rough. It looks rough. Silver limewood with a unicorn. 11 3/4. Quite bendy, flexible. Looks good. Looks good, Heavy Metal Mama. You want that, I guess. People play some weird stuff on PC. I haven't seen your YouTube channel before. What do you do? We do a daily talk show. Well, multiple talk shows a day. I'm usually in this scene like this, sitting in my studio. And we did one this morning on Star Wars. Now we're talking Hogwarts Legacy. I'm safe for work. It's basically like an interactive podcast that you can listen to throughout the week about gaming news and gaming topics. Because I'm safe for work, a lot of people like to subscribe and they kind of throw me on in the background of their day because they don't have to worry about the kind of language I'm going to use. So we've had a great time today. We are getting ready to transition into some members only content because the Hogwarts Legacy thing is clearly running out of steam. And try to give me 300 likes on the video if you guys haven't already. We need 19 more likes. If you haven't pressed that, that's free. I try to give you between 5 and 6 hours of streams every day before we go over to members only. But when the momentum, when we just lose that momentum and the topic's kind of done, it's just a really good decision for us to just kind of bounce to members only content. If you're not a member, you can become a member for $5. You can be part of these the streams that we end every day with. You can also be a part of Friday nights when I stream games with my wife, or this Friday night's community game night. So consider clicking join and becoming a member here. Again, it's $5, and all month long we're doing members only content. And it's because, we're not running ads. Usually when you watch a YouTube video, there's an ad at the beginning, the middle, and the end, and we're not doing that because we're a live environment. I've been streaming for 4 hours and 45 minutes today, and I think I've run ads once. So that's just kind of the nature of things here in the live environment on YouTube, is that you really need to foster and grow a membership of people and then create content for them. And I think we do it in a pretty good way. You get 2 shows, sometimes 3 shows every day, roughly 5 to 6 hours of broadcast time, and then I kick things over to members. This particular topic, it was just, for whatever reason, we kind of ran out of steam on this one a little bit quicker than usual, and that's just kind of what happens when stuff just happens. It's just a live environment. So I think what that does sometimes is it kind of, new people that are looking for new people that are looking for Hogwarts Legacy info and stuff are always going to feel like, wait, why are they on this other topic all of a sudden? And I understand. Some people might be like, what on earth are you doing? But, sorry. We're out. We could do Madam Monday. We could do it in the member stream. You want to do that? In any minute. Any minute, yeah. It's fluid. As soon as the subject and the momentum drops, I kick over to members. Okay. All right. Madam might join me for members only, and she might take the Harry Potter quiz. So members, you might be in for a little bit of a treat. Madam Mondays is supposed to be kind of a thing periodically. I'm going to put a link in chat, and I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. Okay. Madam may make an appearance. Get in here. We'll ping the members with the community post. We'll send a tweet. Members only Monday. Madam may make an appearance. Tweet. Okay. Send that. And I'm going to hit the Discord. This stream will end up being about 2 hours long. I think it's a pretty good length. Link in chat is where we are headed. Hey, if you clicked on this and you weren't here, it's a members-only stream. We've been ending every day with member segments. We usually have been streaming 2 shows a day, 2 talk shows, somewhere between 5 and 6 hours, and then we end the day with members. Every Friday, we end the day doing sort of like a Reforge roundtable after show. Mondays, Madam might start showing up. She might show up in this stream. I took a Harry Potter, what's your house, what's your wand, what's your Patronus? I took that quiz. She may join me in a moment and take that quiz. If you're watching, this is a past broadcast. It's a good reason to be in the Discord so you don't miss this content. I am going to end the previous stream and redirect over here, and then I'm going to adjust that thumbnail.